Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In today's video we're having a look at a few upcoming Analogue Pocket cores. Now I can't give you the order these cores are going to come out. All of these cores are being worked on by Boogermann, aka Marcus Jordon. You may notice a little picture of Boogermann from, I think the game was on the Amiga, right? So I'll put that little picture down in the bottom left. Hopefully it looks kind of okay. So there's a few cores, and right, okay, let's have a quick blast of Dragon Breed first, because I really do like this game, right? So let's give this a blast, and then we'll have a look at what we have got available. Then get your quest down below. Just want to say hello to TMS and Big Al. I see you guys are in the chat already. Always good to have you. I should have given like a epilepsy warning, right? Because yeah, there was some flashing lights there, guys. This game is wicked. One of the games that I really enjoyed playing on the Mister. And when I say playing, guys, like I'll play like one credit on games and then I'll swap over to another one. It's something I played as a kid in the arcade, but clearly I didn't play it enough, because when I interviewed Martin Donlon, the initial developer of this core on the Mister, so Boogermann is porting this across to the Analogue Pocket, he mentioned you could get off the dragon, and I don't remember the parts getting off the dragon. I mean, I have got a bad memory, but I'm pretty sure I would have remembered the part where your guy goes off the dragon and, you know, yeah, does the bits. Yes, apparently you can get off here, right? Ah, here we go, right, okay. So when I was young and I was a kid in the arcade, guys, I never ever, wow, you get power-ups as well. So come on down, dragon. Okay, I need you to come down. No, okay. Ah, okay, so right, that works. So you move it down and it comes down. That's really cool. Like, I never knew that. So someone mentioned, wow, and look at the power-ups you get straight away. This is amazing, guys. All right, guys, we'll have a look. Look at that. I'm all coiled up, man. Something about games with dragons in there. Guys, imagine that. I played this in the arcade as a kid. I never knew you could do that. And there's platforms down there, and well, we can do that. That's pretty badass. Just adjusting the armrest on my chairs to make them, like, you know, optimal comfort. Wow, that's amazing. So any kind of platform down there, you can do that, right? A bit of dragon breath there, guys. We've all known someone in our life with dragon breath, right? I mean, maybe even some of us have been guilty of having dragon breath. I have to say, I pride myself on good breath. I have to say that, you know what I don't get is sometimes you speak to someone and they've got stinky breath, and don't they realize they've got stinky breath? Because honestly, anytime I've got bad breath, I know I've got bad breath, and I purposely don't breathe on people's face, you know, like, look at that, smell my stinky breath, or do people do it on purpose to kind of troll you? Because I have a feeling like they're not aware of their stinky breath. I really don't know how this come into it, but I have eaten a whole packet of Haribo. Oh, damn it, did really bad here. I've eaten a whole packet of Haribos, man, so I might be having that sugar rush. Yo, Billy in the house, how you doing, man? Wicked. Spitfire RAF, evening to you too, my buddy, and thank you for dropping me that DM yesterday, man. Much appreciated. Pongatari Tim A, message redacted. I didn't get a chance to read it. I love reading the retracted messages, right? Okay. While I'm on this high sugar rush, right, let's do this. I've even got a sugary drink to drink. I've got a tamarind drink to drink, right, which is, yeah, my daughter got it for me. I kind of like sour stuff. I like tamarind, and it's sour. So, yeah, I'm gonna have that at some point in the drink. So if we go in here, this is like my kind of test memory card. Well, I put test stuff on. So everything on here is stuff when it first come out. So some of Obsidian, Obsidian.dev stuff. But we're gonna look at Boogermann stuff today. So we can look at IRIM M72, M92, MSX, Nova 2001, or Sega System 1 and 2. So do I have any takers? Is there anything you guys want to see? If you guys want to see something, cool, I can get that going. But while you guys come up with something, I'll go back to M72 and let's look at Ear Duel, right? I mean, it's not a game I'm familiar with down here, but you know what? Let's test it out. Dragon Breed. Yeah, Dragon Breed was on the Amiga and it's fantastic on the Amiga, man. Oh, you know what? Spitfire, my favorite Haribo are the cherry ones, right? And I guess I have to be loyal to the name, right? Pixel Cherry Ninja. Like the Haribo cherries, they remind me of the cherries from Super Mario Brothers, right? You know, like they just look wicked, and they taste yummy as well. In fact, during COVID, one of my crowns came out when all the dentists were closed, eating those cherry Haribos, and I was a bit scared eating them today because I couldn't get to a dentist. I had to buy some make-do mouth cement, really pricey on eBay, and actually kind of do cover that gap, the hole I had on my tooth with that, man. But guys, I have to tell you here, off topic here, use an electric toothbrush. If you're not using an electric toothbrush, guys, you have to use one, right? I go dentist regularly every 6 months, and there's always like a little issue here or there. Past 2 or so years I've used an electric toothbrush, I have not had a single dental issue. Everyone in my family uses it. Our teeth happen to be tip top, and we do eat sweets. So what's going on here? Yo, Sega Ninja, Wicked Ping Pong, Atari, PSN, love your channel. Thanks for all the great Analogue Pocket. Yo, Wicked man, thank you for watching. It's you guys that actually give me the motivation to do streams, man. Sometimes, well, actually, you know what? I really do want to play stuff. I want to play Cyberpunk. I'm like half hour in. I need to play it. Fast ROM. Okay, Gradius free fast ROM. Do you not feel it? I don't know how I feel about the fast ROMs. I like them. I love the work Can-Do12 does. He's a friend. But you know what? Some of those shmups need that slowdown, man. When it's fast and you don't get that slowdown, you just end up being deaded, man. And you know, I don't want to get deaded. Right? I always pick the helicopter. I want to go plane this time, right? So let's do this. Yeah, so I mean, I do at some point end up grabbing all the fast ROMs. I haven't updated the folder for a while, if I'm completely honest. I've had the same ones for some time, from probably when I did a video. So I haven't been grabbing the new individual ones. I do like them, and generally I tend to, if it's a game I haven't played and I didn't experience a slowdown, I play the fast ROM. Even Parodius, like, what is it, Jinker something Parodius? Yes, I was like playing that, the fast ROM version, but I definitely feel like, so for example, a good example is In the Hunt. So when I played it again on Analogue Pocket, I was like, okay, I can see why, you know, I can see the disadvantages of the turbo ROMs, right? Where a fast ROM is introduced, or you've got the turbo version of course, that it negates the slowdown, man. It makes everything really, really difficult, man. And you know, I'm all about ease of life, right? So I'm learning to embrace the slowdown more than kind of eradicate it, and that's just from a point of view that, you know what, I kind of suck, so I might as well play something that's a little bit easier with the slowdown, right? But I absolutely love the work Can-Do12 does. I feel like the fast ROMs, especially in stuff like, say, racing games, or basically anything but shmups where, you know, you haven't got like a million bullets on the screen simultaneously. All that other stuff really does benefit from it, but some of the games, the slowdown is your savior, you know, it can help you. So, but it's good to know that Gradius free fast ROM is out, man. Nonetheless, do appreciate you letting me know that, Philly. And how you doing anyway, Philly? How's your Easter Sunday again? I hope everyone's got a chill out thing there, man. I'm off work for quite a bit. I'm babysitting my daughter, but when I say my daughter's like 15, so she doesn't really need babysitting, you know. It's just quality time with dad and daughter while mum and the boys are away on holiday. So which is actually pretty cool, man. She's pretty mellow. She's playing the original Tomb Raider because she plays in the front room and her brother's always around. So she's playing the original Tomb Raider and she is absolutely loving it. And I have to say, out of the Tomb Raider reboots, right, the original one is epic. If you haven't played it, play it. It's the one that came out on the 360 and the PS3. I originally played it on the Xbox One as Games for Gold, and I've played all three. I've completed the first two, haven't completed the third one yet. The first Tomb Raider is the best Tomb Raider out of the reboots. It seriously is an epic game. Wow, my finger's hurting, man. I should really turn on auto fire. I have got auto fire on here. Well, that kind of headlights look like eyes here. That's very, very cool. Right, okay, so guys, in chat, let me know what you want. M72, M92, Sega System 1 and 2, the Nova 2001 core, and pretty much anything on MSX. Now, bear in mind, it's MSX1, so if you're asking for stuff like Mortal Kombat and Castlevania, that is not on the MSX1 core, that is on the MSX2 core, which isn't currently available yet. Now, just to say, guys, Boogermann's working on a lot of stuff, right? I've only got some of it. There's other stuff that the guy's working on as well. I will never ever say it until, you know, he reveals it or I get like a preview that I can show. The guy's very, very talented and he's working on a lot of stuff, right? Has anyone actually, well, up and down, is that in there, right? That Sega system, what's saying, Sega System 1 and 2. Okay, up and down, here we go, up and down. I think this game, I remember kind of seeing this on the Mister, so wicked, up and down. What else have we got there? Have you got Pandora's Blocks? Philae, what is Pandora's Blocks on? Is that MSX or is that one of the cores? Remember, we're only looking at Boogermann cores today, so if it's not on one of the up-and-coming Boogermann cores, we won't be looking at it in today's stream. Watching my Mr. FPGA system auction. Okay. Oh, it's about to end in 7 minutes. Ah, cool. Wow. That's awesome. What price is it going for now, Philly? Because I noticed earlier on you had quite a lot of bids. Oh, Sega Ninja. Sorry, I thought you were referring to like someone as Sega Ninja. Yeah, no worries. We will look at Sega Ninja next. TMS. I didn't put it in the dedicated video, but let's have a look here. Ooh, what's going on here? Ah, here we go. Remember, guys, this is work in progress, right? So definitely not reflective of the final product. Okay, Philly, that's actually not a bad price, man. 412. 7 minutes to go. You're probably going to end up getting like around 500 for it. Okay. So what do? Do I jump over these cars? I really don't know this game. The part of me, as you can see, there's like a little bit of a graphical glitch there, right? I can see that. Can I come back down? No. Okay, so do I collect flags? Okay, I've got no idea what I'm doing on this game. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We're looking at upcoming Marcus Jordon Boogermann calls. He's talking about 5 calls in total, to be honest. 5 calls in total, so that's super nice of him. I've done individual videos on each one of those calls, and I was waiting to do the last video, which I put out earlier, and then I was like, okay, you know what, let's now actually do a stream with all of them on there, right? Whoever asked for up and down, this isn't really my thing, but like I have nothing for it, right? I never played it. Controls definitely feel a little bit weird to me. Oh, I can accelerate as well, so maybe go a bit. Oh, there's a cherry there. Okay, I do like this game now. You know why? Because I like cherries. Okay, I see it's becoming a lot more playable now that I'm faster. So okay, a bit of a race game. Oh, okay, so that's no, I want to go forward, man. Right, let's not go here. Oh, so you need to have your momentum here, yeah? Okay, an interesting title. Not for me, right? Not for me, because you know what? I never ever played this, right? I like the soundtrack. I like the soundtrack for a lot of these games, to be honest. Ooh, wow, skills there, man. Wow. Okay, now I can see. Oh, and you can mash them up by jumping on them, right? Okay, I can see. All right, if this was in the arcade and I put my money and I put it, this is the kind of game I can see myself like playing on like the Atari or maybe the Commodore 64 and really getting into it, right? I mean, controls work. Wow, you can jump off track as well. That's pretty rad, man. Wow, I can't believe I've had such a crazy sugar rush, man. I was like tired earlier, everything. Like started the stream. A whole packet of Haribos. Now, there weren't massive Haribo things. You know what, Philly? Whenever I sell anything on eBay, right, I wait until... right, where are we now with... okay, should be up here. So what I do is I wait for eBay to do an offer where the maximum final value fee is like... it's like £1, or it's like... a maximum final value fee is a fixed amount, like £10 or something. So I usually sell stuff on that. If I'm selling something worthwhile, I never sell anything straight out just on eBay, because you know what? Yeah, that 20% tax is a lot. So that's including eBay and PayPal fees, right? It is around 20%, isn't it? 15 to 20%, if I remember correctly. So that's quite a bit of a bump, man. That's hard that's a hard pill to swallow, right? Philip, how many misters have you got now? Because I know you had quite a few. So obviously to sell one, you've still got what, like 3 left? Did you have 4 in total? Wow. Okay, so played this on the Commodore 64, Mika. That is good to know. Commodore 64 was awesome, man. Absolutely loved it. That's a core I need to set up as well. Right, let's do this, right? So this is the game that spawned a game that I really like called the Ninja. And like for me, this game's ahead. Like I like Pokey and Rocky on the SNES, right? But there's a reason that I preferred the Ninja to Pokey and Rocky, because it gave you a button that fires straight up ahead, right? And in games like this, I feel like it's important to have a button that fires straight up, and you've got a, any direction button, right? Or a button that when you hold it down, it locks your fire, right? I mean, you need that. So I tried playing Pokey and Rocky Reshined, right? And you know what's difficult about Pokey and Rocky Reshined? It was so difficult to navigate around and only be able to shoot in the direction you're facing. So yeah, that became a bit annoying, right? I really liked the game on the SNES. When I tried playing the Reshined version, I was like, you know what, I don't think I can Yeah, I don't think I can do this. You know, I need to put on auto fire. My hand's going to get tired. A lot of these games here, I'm going to kind of have to press a lot of fire buttons. So, oh, never trust the stones, man. I like how I got the power up there. This game's just wicked, man. So, the Ninja was a game a lot of people had for the Master System. You know why? Because it was one of those cards, right? And those cards was very, very cheap. I remember being able to pick it up for something like, it was like £6 or something like that. So everyone had that game because A, it was a good game. I mean, it wasn't a game everyone like loved, but it was a game that everyone liked. I personally loved it. Like, I loved it from the moment I played it. And I can't believe it was like, you know, when the other games were like £20, 20 to £30. Wow, look at it. Look how good that boss looks, man. Fantastic. Right, let's try, I think, auto fire. Is it this button? Hopefully I've done it right. Nope. Nope. Okay. I want to get auto fire on. Let me get this ninja. Right, maybe it's this one. Nope. No, that's the home button. Sorry, pardon me. No, okay. I need to really should work out how to get... That ninja proper got me, man. He proper dived out there. That was pretty badass, man. That was really, really good. Really, really good. He deserved that kill. But you know what? You can't... Oh, imagine if he jumped that far. I would have felt cheated. I feel like this game, like the graphic set for this game needs... It needs like a rebrand, right? It needs not really a rebrand, like a fan hack. Something that turns this into... I don't know, like I can imagine playing like a Zelda type, like... Zelda type, I don't know, what do you call Zelda? An action adventure or an RPG? Because I saw on Twitter, I think My Retro Life, there's a big long debate and loads of people arguing over whether Zelda's an RPG and it's not, and people are saying, is this an RPG? I mean, to be honest, I find the whole thing really, really daft, right? I really don't care if it's an RPG or not. Like, I've always kind of seen Zelda as an action adventure. But, you know, if someone sees it as an RPG, I'm not going to argue with them, man. It's subjective, right? It's how you see it. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a Zelda game with this, with ninjas and stuff in there. That would be pretty cool, man. Both buttons. Oh, both buttons make you vanish. You know what that means, TMS? It means, I'm not even going to put my name in. It means it's time for another goal, right? And is that vanishing thing unlimited? Need links in? Yes, we definitely need links and Neo Geo Pocket in openFPGA, man. That'd be fantastic. No, I'm not vanishing. Nope. Definitely pressing. Oh, hold on. Is there a third? Oh, there's a third button. There's button number 3 that lets you vanish. Okay, that's interesting. I only thought there was 2 buttons. There's a third button here. It's not the 2 buttons together. So maybe on a home console that only had 2 buttons, you had to press the second button to vanish, right? On this one here, wicked. You've got a third button. So what would that be? That you're in a sticky situation. I guess it's like an invincible dash, right? Because you can still move while you do it. That's fantastic. Oops, that's the wrong button there. Really, really good. Use SMS. Oh, okay, yeah. On the SMS, it makes sense, right? You've only got 2 buttons, really. So yeah, the 2 buttons. So on the SMS, right? It was Ninja you're talking about, yeah? Not Ninja Princess. The Ninja, I think it was called, or Ninja. To be honest, I don't remember being able to disappear in that, but I'm surprised. A lot of games I played a lot when I grew up, I never tried like button combos and stuff. Like, one of my biggest things that, like, I literally, you know, I grab my head and nod my head left to right, like Jackie Chan on the PC Engine. I never realized that holding down the fire button charge your fireball. That's something I would have tried. I mean, I knew that in Dragon Breed, right? I know that in R-Type. I mean, everyone knows that in R-Type, right? Had no idea that was a thing in Jackie Chan. I only figured it out actually when I was doing a Jackie Chan video, and I figured it out halfway during the bloody video. Can't remember if I had to reshoot the video so I don't look like a complete twat. But I probably left it in the video because I kind of like if I make a mistake in a video with a game or I discover something, I kind of like leaving it in the video because it sounds very, very authentic, and it's difficult to kind of act out that authenticity, right? And it kind of adds, I don't know, I feel like it adds to the video, and a lot of people kind of notice that as well. So I kind of tend to leave, you know, if I think something's a bit daft, then I've kind of just discovered it a little bit wrong, I'll kind of leave it in there. Yo, wagwan, my G, SNK Kev in the house, learning the English language. Wicked, man. Hope everyone's having a good Easter Sunday. Wow, Philly sold for 422. Do you know what? Do you know what feels really, really bad, right? It feels so bad that if you were getting 422, cool, right? So you've got a full Mr. setup, case, the full works, right? After your eBay commission, you're gonna get like what, 360 or something. So it would have been, it really would have been nice to, if you found someone privately. So, you know, let's say for example you sold it for 400 or 380, so you get a little bit extra money, and on top of that, you know, you someone within the community definitely kind of benefits from that. Please don't ask me to play Choplifter because I suck at Choplifter. One thing I did want to have a look at was Pitfall 2, because I did like the original Pitfall. Philly, yeah, you know what? It would have been nice. So it would have been nice for it to go into someone in the community. Now, guys, just to point out, remember, everything you've seen here isn't reflective of the final release, right? All these cores you're going to see today are work in progress stuff. Now, a lot of them are very, very far along, because you know what? The Boogermann is a very, very talented developer. So a lot of the stuff is pretty much banging, right? But it's not in its final state. So just remember, work in progress stuff. So there is going to be DAC support. I think, sorry, is that Pesadelo? There's going to be DAC support coming from Analogue by the end of the year. And you know, whatever anyone says about Analogue, I kind of like how they do their stuff. They've got radio silence. They only make announcements that they want. They don't get caught in, you know, in mudslinging with anyone. They just come and release stuff out there. So you know, they said end of the year. I'm pretty sure they'll get it out. They said this year, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they'll get it out this year. So let's do a little bit of Pitfall. Wicked. Do you know what's really nice, right? Is, ooh, proper looks like Indiana Jones. I love the fact, right? Let me put the volume up a bit, because this game, the volume's a little bit low. So let's put it up. Here we go. That should be a little bit better now. So one thing I like is on the channel, a lot of you guys that are like-minded have kind of met each other, right? And that's really, really cool, you know? It's nice. I like the community that's being formed around the Pixel Cherry Ninja channel. That's awesome. Wow. So, okay, so this must have been a big jump up from the original Pitfall. I don't know what happened there. Did I run out of time or? No! Come on, I can get the rope, man. What the hell is going on here? If I went to the arcade and I lost like that, hey, unloved homies in the house. Unloved homie is loved on this channel, guys. Big up to yourself, my bro. So imagine, you know, when you went to the arcade and you didn't quite figure out the game, right? And you're playing the game and you end up dying like I did there, right? I want to make that jump, right? Hope, you know, both the buttons are jump, so there's no separate button there, right? So I'm gonna jump over these things here. That's easy enough. So let's see. I don't want to go too in. Yeah, I've done the job. Okay, so timing is key. Ooh, okay. Do you know what? Like, okay, I don't mind this game, but the Atari 2600 version really did have its charm. Right, okay. Really wish if I could attack there with a... No, I can't. Get away from me, dragon. Okay, so let's get back out there. No. I don't want to get killed by... What is that supposed to be? I imagine that's supposed to be spiders, right? But that looks like tea leaves. Okay, so we've got the double jump here. Well, hey. Nah. Okay, let's do it. So your Pitfall on the Atari 2600 was just fantastic. Absolutely, what a game. Oh, I done it. Okay. I done it. I did it. Is that the correct English? Not exactly top with grammar. Now I've got to duck under the fireballs. Ooh! I thought that one was going to hit me. Wow. Oh, so that's right. The volcano's erupting. Wow. Ah! Okay, I need to go back up. There's no point getting to the end there. Damn you, man. This game's bloody tough. It's game over. Cool. People Arcade, we used to play. Yeah, the Atari 2600 Mika was wicked for that, man. They post a lot of gears. More info and stuff will be good. Sorry, Priscilla, what's the... I missed something there with the gifts. Oh, Neil Severa's in the house as well, man. Yo, Chris, how you doing, man? So you get... Do you know what the mad thing is, Philly? Neil just bought a Mister as well, man. So he may have been able to benefit from your setup, but never mind, man. You know, when someone's getting rid of something, someone doesn't always find it. So let's have a look. Okay. Oh, it's that Analogue post a lot of gifts. Yeah, Analogue. Yeah, I actually like their gifts. I like how they kind of circle those up. So guys, have we got? If you want a game from any of these systems, let me just show you guys again. Yeah. So let's go. Let me go quick call. We're gonna go back out just so for anyone that's dropping in now, just to show you the work in progress calls we're having a look at. Right. So it's IRM M72, and the list of games here. Here you go. I'll just go through the games. Yeah, I'm going through quite fast, I know that, but I'll go back up the other way around as well. Oh, okay. And then we've got IRM M92. And in that one, we've got these games here. Now, there's a couple of games that don't work. I think Lethal Thunder isn't, the screen orientation isn't the correct way. I think maybe Major Title 2 doesn't boot up. Like I said, this is all work in progress. I'm just super grateful that I've got this. I mean, I've got it on the Mister to play. Okay, but it's nice to have this on the Pocket. And it's nice that I can bring it to you guys on the channel. MSX has got a lot of games on there, guys. So I'll just load up the core and we'll go through some of the lists and we can check it. Right. Right, so what we got, Starjacker and then MSX, please. All right, so we'll go Gradius and MSX, right? So while that's up, let's go to... This has got a whole bunch of games, guys. Look, I'll go through it. I'm gonna have to go through it really fast, otherwise we'll be here for a long time. I've got like different folders with games in here, but as you can see, there's a whole bunch of games. So if you do want to see something on the original MSX, not the MSX2, maybe hit up Google, or if there's a game that you know that's on the system, have a look at it. Graphics not amazing, the scrolling kind of jitters a bit, but guys, there's some really good games on here, man. And you know, Philly is not only is he a hidden gem himself, but he finds a lot of hidden gems, man. So it's because of him I've got the X68000 core. So guys, like I'm likely going to do a stream tomorrow, not sure of the time. It's either going to be a Saturn stream or it's going to be an X68000 stream. But here you go, we can see there's a lot of stuff here. So what are we going to do? We're going to do Starjacker. Cool. Let's do Starjacker. So let's get out of here. And so let's go back into the Sega System 1 and 2. I think Starjacker's there, isn't it? Yep, Starjacker, right. I'm not sure if I've tried this or not. So make a Nova 2001. To be honest, I don't really know it. I got the core. The name of the core is Nova 2001. I put a video out earlier. It's got 4 games on there. One of them's just a clone of Nova 2001. One of the clones only, it doesn't, every time you put in a credit, it kind of reboots. So, okay, Starjacker's a shmup. So we can have a look at it. We'll look at, so what we'll do is we'll do Starjacker, MSX, Gradius on MSX for Filet, and then we'll do Nova 2001. Okay, this looks kind of interesting. See, like this is the era where you had shmups like this. You had stuff like Xavius, and where graphics wasn't the thing, right? But there was a lot of playability to these games, right? And then later on we got later on we started getting, you know, like the beefier ones like Gunhead, and you know, even later stuff like the Rising stuff, which was like much later, right? But then we started getting you know, some of the Toplan stuff, some really good shmups like horizontal and vertical that just had, you know, like the backgrounds and everything weren't plain. There was a lot happening. There was nice buildings on there. Stuff that we've got on like the M72 and oh, okay, so this has got a bottom layer fire. See, I generally don't like stuff with bottom layer fire that you have to kind of specifically target. Stuff like Dragon Spirit is one that I always think of. I do like the way it works in stuff like layer section though. The way you lock on, it just feels really cool. That it all becomes about how stylish you can make that lock on look. Yeah, so this game's not bad. I mean, like it's not a game I would play now. And that's not me being ungrateful for it or anything. You know, like I like a lot of stuff, but because I don't have nostalgia for this, I would, you know, if I'm going to play a new game, I'd rather play something from like very late 80s, early to mid 90s, right? Because they just look beefier. Now, any game from this era that I like, oh, I really thought that was a power-up, you know? I went into that thinking that was a power-up. Like, I would have to have nostalgia for it. Like, I'd have to be like, wow, like, I remember that. And, you know, specifically, yes, I want to play. Okay, when I see 4 of them, I realize it's not a power-up. But then, wow, yeah, see, like, with the way they look in space over here is just wicked. Looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, nice. Looks nice how it lands out there as well. See, all these games had style, man. I need to play new games. My kids are like, Dad, you never play new games. I do play new games. I just never complete them. Honestly, in the past month, I've started, right, all these games and I haven't completed them. Spider-Man on Steam, the first one, you know, Marvel's Spider-Man, not Miles Morales, just Spider-Man. Final Fantasy, the original remake, Final Fantasy remake, sorry, not the original, the remake, the new one, part 1. Now I've started Cyberpunk, but I really feel like I want to actually finish Cyberpunk. I'm playing it on the ROG Ally, so I play it in bed. It plays really well on the ROG Ally. But then in between, I'm like, oh, let me do this. And once I start doing a video, right, there's a process to doing a video. I'll first kind of film gameplay of it. Sometimes I'll talk over the gameplay. And then, or what I'll do is I'll play the gameplay and then do the voiceover while the game is playing. Or sometimes I'll record the gameplay while viewing, I'll record the voiceover while viewing the gameplay, and then I'll match different gameplay after. And then after that, the thumbnail, any write-up. So it ends up one video that's like 10 minutes long. Sometimes at most optimal time, it will take like, if it's very, very good, half hour, but sometimes it can take me up to 2 hours with everything that I want to do there. So what was next? Yeah, I do need to play more modern games, man. I like Philly. Philly streams a lot of the games he actually plays, which is very, very cool. So what we got now, we got the MSX course. So let's go MSX and let's do Gradius on MSX. And so there's different mappers for Gradius. So let's go core settings. I think for that one, it's going to be, let's go Konami one, right? Because that is a Konami game. So let's go slot A. Whoop. Okay, Gradius winning. Oh, hold on. Why is Gradius not there? I've got different folders. So okay, maybe it's here on the G. Should have it, right? Yeah, here we go. Which Gradius was it that you wanted? Was it just, it was normal Gradius, right? So here we go. Normal Gradius. Let's go for the first one up here. And hopefully it will load. If not, we just need to change the mapper. And it's loaded. Excellent. So, yeah, it's got a few different mappers. Let me have a look at what's next. Okay, so we'll go, what we're doing after MSX. We're going to do Nova 2001. Then we'll go back to MSX. So, cool. Yeah, TMS, was that for the last game here? Again, like not everything is this is all work in progress, right? So I can't remember. Marcus did tell me the order of the release, but I can't remember. Plus, that's not something I want to say. I'd like his releases to be a surprise, but we may be getting some public releases as early as next week, guys. Like, it's not definitive. Things are always subject to change, but if all goes to plan, hopefully we'll get public releases next week. I want to kind of bank my power up there. I hate missing those, man. I missed so many power-ups there, man. Okay, at least I've got this one. Gotta love the sound. I know it's a little bit loud. Let me just turn it down just a tad. Oh. No one likes double, man. We all want the lasers. See, that's so much better now. Yeah, I will eat you up. And then we want. Oh, I should have got that one, buddy. Yeah, we want options, man. That's what we want. We want options. When do we want it? We want it now. Oh, I can power up my missile. I forget about that. Should have really gone for option. Option might have been the better option. Pun intended. So how's everyone's Easter been? Has everyone had a mellow one? My wife's gone, so my daughter wanted noodles today, man. Noodles with sweet and sour chicken, and there was some other chicken in there as well. I can't remember what it was. It was kind of alright, man. It was a really big portion, right? The container's big enough for 2 people, so I shared that with my daughter for dinner. that is what I had, and you know what, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, Mika, the music is just banging. Oh, I realized I don't actually have a keyboard plugged in to the Analogue Pocket. No worries, I can plug one in at some point. So we're going to look at Nova now before we go to a different MSX game. Guys, if I do forget the games in there, do just mention them again if you're seeing the chat disappear on screen or whatever. But we'll yeah, I'll go into there. I do tend to forget stuff. I'm missing my boys, man. It's so, the house is so quiet without them. Like literally they're fighting all the time. They snitch on each other all the time, and I keep telling them, don't be snitches, right? Don't be snitches. Snitches get stitches, but they didn't quite understand. Oh, you know what, TMS, Cyberpunk, right? I'm by the wall socket when I play that stuff, man. I'm usually playing it in bed, so I've got it connected to power. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend playing that on. I wouldn't recommend playing that at all on battery, man. I mean, the Steam Deck's usually better for battery than the ROG Ally, but the ROG Ally is just a lot more powerful. Sorry, just gonna have a little drink of this tamarind drink. Oh wow, that's nice. Oh, sweet and sour. Wow. But I like sour stuff. I feel I should have brought water up with me. Oh, wow. So Pele, the mapper, I imagine it's a control mapper. It's an option in there. We'll have a look at it. I'm not going to pretend that I fully know what it means. All I know was when I got the core, Boogermann said it's got different mappers. So if it doesn't work with one, go out and try like another one. So I did. So when I was running the core and doing the initial test with it, I was trying different mappers. So there's a Konami mapper in there. I don't know if that's like a control mapper, because remember, it's a computer and we're effectively using it without a keyboard. Some games required like space to start. You need some kind of keyboard input in there. In fact, what I will do in a second, I'll pull out the dongle from the Mister and I'll plug it in the back of the Analogue Pocket. So let's give Nova 2001 a go. Now guys, this game's quite hectic. It's not exactly my cup of tea, right? Kind of reminds me of Robotron. What's interesting about this is when I was doing the video earlier, my last video, you can actually shoot the projectiles that get at you, and also, you know, the power-ups you get, right? Your shots, they block your shots from hitting the enemy. So look, if there's a power-up in the way, I can't shoot the enemy. The power-up will block it. But what is nice is being able to shoot the projectiles. I think that's like quite a neat feature. Yeah, but this isn't really a game for me. I didn't play it in the arcade at all. It's not something beyond doing it for videos and streams or anything like that. I don't think it's anything I would ever play. As far as I know, there's only one button. That's all you've got. There's like a boss ship. I couldn't destroy it, but I saw at the beginning when it's showing me the credits that you can destroy it. These diamonds are not power-ups, right? They look like power-ups, don't they? But this ship here, apparently you get 2,000 points for destroying it, but I wasn't able to do so. So what happened is, if you destroy all the normal enemies, after a amount of time it says you've done the level. So I don't know if the boss ship escapes or exactly what the deal is, but yeah, I couldn't kill it. So look, I can see this game being good for the time it came out, and I can see a lot of people playing this in the arcade. But again, like me personally, never played it in the arcade. Don't get much of a buzz for this, you know, beyond like, okay, this is, you know, it's interesting, right? Kind of game. This reminds me of something I would have played on like the C64, you know. I mean, it's definitely fairly stylish, right? I like those little enemies there with like the, I don't know, it looks like a spinny drill back crab type of thing. It's really funny how you can't, the power-ups block your shots, right? That's really funny, and you can shoot the projectiles, which is good. So when they're coming at you, you just shoot them. Sorry, no bonus. It gave me no bonus. Why are you apologizing? Guys, I hope everyone's having a good... Okay, I did make it this far in the video when I shot earlier. We've got like... It's nice to see enemy variety, right? See what's there? When I'm shooting all of them, as they turn into power-ups, it's blocking my shots. I can't shoot them, so I need to go collect the power-ups and then kind of shoot them, right? That's funny. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. The more I play it, the more I'm kind of enjoying this game, right? I like what this level looks like. It's a nice, simple grid level. Guys, my finger's gonna be tired after all of this one. Yo, Six Vibe, how you doing? Wicked. Look. All right, let's go back to the next game. I'm gonna go kamikaze. Take me! Okay, so what did we have next? Good to... Yo, Wicked, I love homie. Wicked, man. No worries. Thank you for dropping by and to say hi. Wicked, right. Antarctic Adventure on MSX. Let's go back to the MSX course. So, openFPGA and MSX. So we're going to be doing a lot of core swapping, but I'm quite happy to do that, guys. I'm good with that. Oops, sorry, not display mode. What am I doing? Core settings. I load slot A. So let's go back out. Oh, Arctic Fox, no, was an Arctic Adventure down there, yeah? You sure that wasn't an MSX2 game? Arctic Adventure, yeah? Make sure... Oh, Antarctic, sorry. Ah, here we go, Antarctic Adventure. Okay, there's a few versions of it, so I always kind of tend to go for the top one. Let's have a look if it's the right mapper. If not, we'll just swap the mapper. Okay, so Philae, you can have a look here. It looks like it's not quite there. So if we go core settings, oops. Right, there you go, slot A mapper. So we're on Konami. Let's go auto. Auto usually does a decent job. No, and I think it resets it when it does it. So let's go this one, ASC kind of worked all right. All right, we'll find it hopefully. Wonder if I need to do a reset. Try again. It looks like it's kind of doing an auto reset there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can see. Is it going to work now? No? Okay. Let's... Oops. What other ones have we got? Okay. So what one haven't we tried, right? We haven't tried this one. No. Okay. Can I? Okay, with it. Ah, here you go. Okay, cool. So, yeah, sometimes you need to experiment with the mappers a bit, man. So let's have a look. Now, Philae, you know what? I'm always usually a bit confused. I forget what it is I'm doing. Okay, so this is the game. So there's I don't know if Vampire, who's a really big MSX fan, right? He kind of told me about a few of the games, and this was one of them. Am I actually playing? No, I'm not. Okay, give me a sec. Let me plug in my dot, take my little dongle out of the mister, and let me plug it in the back of the pocket, because I know some games require a keyboard, so I actually can't remember what all the buttons were that I kind of had to use. But let's go here. Oh, here we go. Press 1. Here we go. 1 key. So hopefully by the time this is out, in order to play it in handheld mode, you'll have like keyboard support. Whoops. Sorry, I'm kind of like looking around and everything. It's a Konami game. Does this version work? Okay. Let's get out of here. So this gets interesting, right? Okay, so I played a different version earlier where you start off in the forest, right? And the colors are completely different. So you kind of grab the fishes. That's what you got to do, right? You're a penguin, you know, you like fishes, right? So this is Hideo Kojima's first game, right? And there's actually a scene in Metal Gear 4. Again, got to give a shout out to Vampire for telling me about that. He actually sent me the video where in Metal Gear Solid 4, someone's playing a PSP, I think, with this game on there, this Antarctic Adventure on there. And I was like, wow, okay, that's a nice bit of trivia there, right? Hideo Kojima, like, a little bit of an Easter egg of his first game. You know, if you don't know it, you're just going to think it's a random game. But I imagine most people would have started searching the internet trying to find out exactly what that game was. But as you can see, guys, this call is running really well. Yeah, so this will be out soon, and hopefully, I'm pretty confident that once Boogermann starts releasing the calls, they'll start coming out like very regularly. So once they start, you know, once you pop, you can't stop kind of thing here, where once they start coming out, you'll start getting a lot of calls there. And honestly, guys, I can't wait for you guys to get hold of these for yourself. You know, once they're out, they're available via the updaters and whatnot. Fun times, right? I need to buy another Analogue Pocket, man. They're quite pricey secondhand, so I kind of want to wait either until Analogue get them back in stock, or I find like a very, very good deal on one, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, Mika, we had to look at Gradius, to be honest, for MSX. They were good. Let's have a look. Has anyone mentioned another MSX game? No, if not, because I won't mind looking at like IRIM M92 stuff as well, right? Because, you know, M92 is fantastic. But what we can do in the meantime is let's load one more game. Let's see if anything kind of stands out. Now I want the one with, here we go, no intro. Let's just see a game that kind of, we look at it and we go, okay, we know this, or we know this game. Oh, okay, Dragon Attack, okay, no. Oh, okay, Elevator Action was good on this actually, but I'm so spoilt with the Saturn version, the Taito F3 version of Elevator Action Returns. Like, I don't want to play any other version, man. I mean, you know, Elevator Action Returns is just absolutely wicked. Not Green. Green Beret apparently was one of the worst versions ever. There was a lot of Spectrum ports on here, I found out. Like, there was a lot of people bringing out like lazy kind of Spectrum ports on here. So there's a whole bunch of shovelware on here as well. I'm not familiar with them, but there is a lot of lazy kind of effort here. Oh, let's do Kung Fu Master, right? Let's have a look at this. Kung Fu Master was good, right? Okay. Let's see, have we got the right mapper? Okay, we got the right mapper, good. It's always nice when it works like two in a row. After this, guys, let's have a look. Can you put an Enduro on Atari? Philae, we're only doing Boogermann cores, yeah, that are works in progress. So I don't think is the Atari 2600 even out for the Analogue Pocket. Unless you're talking about Enduro Racer on the MSX, we can try that, no worries. We'll have a look. We'll have a look for you before we leave this. Oh yeah, I remember trying this. This is completely different to Kung Fu Master that I remembered. Look at that. The knife is the size of my head. Yeah, I'm definitely getting killed for that one. Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, it is just Boogermann cores, yeah. So it is MSX, IRIM M72, M92, Sega System 1 and 2, and the Nova 2001 core. Nightmare, you know, let's go Nightmare, because obviously playing this game here right now is a little bit of a nightmare. Okay, Nightmare, okay. Nightmare, okay. Here we go, let's see Nightmare and see what's happening. Is 2600 actually out for the Analogue Pocket, Philae? I'm not sure if it is, you know, I don't know if that's been ported yet. It's not something that I often play, but I don't think that core is actually out. Okay. I like the soundtrack already. Oh yeah, we tried this last time as well, man. This is like, I like this game. This is like, so this is like Sega Ninja, right? Yeah, this machine had very, very funny scrolling, right? You know, not smooth at all or anything. Yeah, it's a good game, man. Interesting. Yeah, this is decent. Nightmare. Yes, I remember the TV program, and to be honest, every time someone says Nightmare, that is what I end up thinking of. Billy, remember the cartoon at the beginning of that, right? When I was very young, that cartoon was my favorite part. You know, that knight on that horse going into that castle, like jumping around, like super powerful, man. That was wicked. And when you kind of got into the game, it was like, I guess it was early days VR, right? You know, it was a great TV show. I think I actually downloaded all of it at one point. I got like every single episode from archive.org, man. I don't think I watched them all. I watched like a couple and then I ended up deleting them. Yeah, so that was a good show, man. I really like that. But remember the Garfield cartoon from around the era as well? That was good. My kids like that as well, so I kind of like watching that with them sometimes. Yeah, this is a great game, man. A great game on this system. Right, let's go IRIM M. Let's go IRIM M92, right? Because that is just a wicked core. Again, that one. There's a graphical issue. You notice that when I run it on the right hand side of all of the screen, you're gonna see like a little graphical defect there. Obviously, this is the M72 is very near completion. Very near completion. So that will be out sooner than the M92 core. But the M92 core is fantastic as well. So this is really good, man. Absolutely love this. And R-Type Leo is just absolutely wicked, man. Yeah, man. Oh, wicked. Yo, Terminator 2K2 in the house. How you doing there, bud? Wicked. Yeah, IRIM 92. Hopefully, yeah, 72 should be out before the M92 core. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Wicked. Wicked. Right, we go.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Oh, I so love this game. Oh, this is a bit loud, isn't it? I'll need to turn it down as soon as I can get a little breather. Let me turn it down. Hopefully I don't die. Did I die while I turned it down? No, I didn't. Nice. I kind of like this power up as well. I mean, to be honest, all of them have their perks, but this one just, it feels nice. And what a great soundtrack this has as well, man. So guys, if you want to see a different M92 game, just you know, write it in block capitals for me in chat, and I'll kind of get on with that, man. Whoops. I kind of missed like the charge shot in this. Obviously it's not in here, it's not a feature of this game, but wow, the animation of like the enemy ships is so wicked. My kid, man, my 8-year-old completed this game, man. I left my Mister on and I had this game running on before a friend was coming around. I put this on and you know what, he was like, Dad, I finished R-Type Leo. I was like, well done, son. He didn't 1cc it though. If he did, I would have been super proud, because I won't be able to 1cc this either. But yeah, he kept using continues and he completed the game, man. So he completed. That was his first solo retro completion. And we were completing stuff like Turtles, Simpsons, Cadillac and Dinosaurs, a whole bunch of like the beat 'em ups. We've completed. I don't know why I'm not using. Let's get the blue one. Again, very nice. Seriously, so many good R-Type games, man. Ah, that was bad for me. Banging, absolutely banging. Just gonna check my phone while it does this level part. Wicked.
3, 2,
oh.
1. Let's go.
Wicked. What a game. And a big shout out to Wickerwacker Martin Donlon as well for originally bringing this call over to Mr. And now we're getting it for the Pocket, man. What a game, man. What a game. I just absolutely love what the graphics look like, man. I'm a big R-Type fan. And, you know, there's a game on here as well called Perfect Soldiers. It is a terrible fighting game. But you know what? I like it. And it's actually based on the R-Type universe, or in the R-Type universe, right? In the R-Type world. So what's really good about this is you've always got this power up, right? It's almost like unlimited bombs, right? You know, you let your pods go out there, and they go out there, and they're very destructive. Look at them just destroying everything, man. Nice. And intelligent as well, right? You know, wherever the enemy is, it'll end up getting them. They won't go in the wrong direction or anything like that. Look, they'll even go behind an attack, man. How good is that? Ah, okay, cool. What's next? Anyone come up with anything? Oh, Endura is on the Atari 2600. Okay, Atari 2600 is on the Pocket. Wicked, thank you. So, you know what? I never really go in and check out the 2600 core. So, I kind of forget sometimes exactly what's on the Pocket, man. I've got so many different memory cards. Like this one here, I don't have every single core on there. I've just got a bunch of like kind of test cores on here. My main memory card, that's why I really want to get another Pocket. I hope Analogue do get some stock soon, or I'll find one, you know, I'll find one at a decent price. When I say decent price, a cheap price, like around £250 or something. Same kind of price it will cost me from Analogue. And if I find one, I'll get one because I want one just to play, man. This one now just ends up being something that I primarily just use to do videos, man. I don't want to take it out of the house in case I lose it or damage it. Don't get me wrong, I've never damaged or lost any of my handheld consoles, but since I do a lot of stuff on the channel with it, I just don't want anything to happen to it, so it ends up staying at home. And you know, I like taking my machines out, man, so I have to do it. Yo, we'll do Ninja Baseball Batman Wicked. Let's have a look at Superior Soldiers. Hopefully it will run a little bit of a track mode so I can get my hand a rest and have a little bit of this tamarind drink, which is sweet and sour, but very, very nice. Oh, wow. And guys, this is a terrible beat 'em up. Sorry, terrible fighting game. I call them beat 'em ups. It's just terrible. Let's give it a quick go, and then we'll do Ninja Baseball Batman next. So, I mean, look at the characters you've got in here. You got this RoboCop clone. You got this woman that just, yeah, she got, well, hips don't lie, do they? And her hips aren't lying. You got this Lizard Man that looks like he's ready. Look, engaging with those hips is Lizard Man. I got you. Your hips, me Lizard Man. Then we got this samurai dude here. And then we got this, I don't know, some kind of massive insect, right? So let's go with this guy because he breathes fire, right? The reptilians are coming. Kind of reminds me of that movie, They Live. Yo, green is not a creative color. Yo, that game looks great. I never tried it before. Wicked, you should definitely try it. Green, I hope you've been well, Green as well, man. I hope you've been good. Wow, okay, so again, absolutely, I should have picked like the Ryu guy, right? This. Again, it's a 6-button game like Street Fighter, going on that, you know, Iron wants some of that Street Fighter money. So this is based in the R-Type universe. I think like the last boss is one of the bosses maybe from R-Type or something. Sorry, I don't know too much about the lore apart from it's set in the R-Type universe. Ooh. I kind of like cheap RoboCop there. But cheap RoboCop just got me, man. Guys, anyone played the new RoboCop game? That's another game that I started and never finished. It kind of started off all right, but I feel like it's a worse version of, not a worse version. I feel like Cyberpunk is the better game, so I kind of went with that. But RoboCop didn't feel too bad. It just felt like it'll get very repetitive. Right, look at that little dragon punch move, man. Oh, okay. Wow, that's an interesting move. Okay, so that's a charge move, right? Nice. Come on. Haha, got ya. And guys, this is so terrible. It's well worth playing. It's nice on the Steam Deck. Oh, is that RoboCop? Yeah, wicked. Yeah, my kid's got my Steam Deck now, but you know, I've told him, look, you can't run around with it, you can't break it, you can't drop it. I wouldn't mind getting another Steam Deck for myself, but I was like, I want to kind of use the ROG Ally because as much I love the Steam Deck, I just wanted Windows as well. Even though I hate Windows, it's just more. I guess I could do more with it without jumping through hoops. So like to install something like, for example, like my old ISO of Outrun 2006 or Coast to Coast 2006, it's just long adding it to the Steam Deck, whereas on the Windows it's just very, very easy to do. So but the Steam Deck's got better analog sticks than the ROG Ally, and it's got a bit of D-pad as well. Not saying that the D-pad for for the Steam Deck is that good. I mean, it's okay at best, right? All right, let's go Ninja Baseball Batman. Yeah, this is a funky game, man. Very, very funky. Guys, if you're just tuning in, I hope you're having a good like Easter Sunday. I hope you guys are chilling. Might do about another maybe another half hour to an hour. I might end it in a half hour, because if I keep streaming, my daughter's just going to want to stay up later and later and later playing. So if I don't sneak off at 11 and tell her, look, you got to go to bed, she'll just end up staying up. I mean, it's holidays. Maybe if I end up doing it longer, she'll end up playing a bit longer. But we'll see how the stream goes. Wicked. Nice. Yeah, Phil, have you got obviously Emu Deck on your Steam Deck here? Because I really did like Emu Deck on there. I thought it looked really, really well. So out of all the characters here, I've always liked Long. Oh yeah, Long's been the character that I've definitely liked the most out of the cast available. Nuts of a game, man. Green, if you're still around, I don't know if you've seen this, right? But it's nuts. Ninja Baseball Batman. Like when I first saw this game, I thought to myself, you know, has it got Batman, you know, from DC Comics in there? It hasn't got Batman from DC Comics in there. It's just got Batsman from from baseball, and it is just crazy, man. What a crazy game, and what a great game at that as well, you know. Okay, what we'll try and do, we'll try and get to like the first boss and do the first boss and have a look at the little car bit after and everything, and then we'll move over to another game. But guys, remember IRM 72, Sega System 1 and 2. Yeah, any games on there that you guys want to see, we can get those running. Or MSX if there's a particular title that you guys want to see on there. Obviously, I feel like the console games are the arcade games are, sorry, more entertaining than the MSX ones. But you know what? Anything goes, guys. Like, requests are welcome. I'll try and entertain as many of the requests as I can. Look, I'm getting beaten up by gloves, man. Oh, I should have picked another character. Never mind. Look, even like their running attack, right? It's like, you know when you're the batsman. And or you're like on the bases, right? And you're trying to go to the next base. You kind of run and you do that slide like that. Who's in? So yeah, Philly, that X68000. Wow, like some really good games on there. TMS was saying that it's not really a major stream or anything, because a lot of the stuff has arcade cores. I get that, but I was saying that I've never really messed around with the system before, so it would be nice to mess around with that on stream, you know. Street Fighter looked good, but you know what, Phil, Super Street Fighter 2 on that, the sound was broken. It was very messed up, but obviously playing that with 2 buttons isn't obviously ideal. However, it's definitely worth checking out. I just got run over by a plane, but you know what? Let's jump up to that plane. Wicked. Is there a chord that players that players Splatter 1 arcade? Yes, there is. There is a Splatter 1. Yeah, Splatterhouse 1 arcade. I think Phile's answered that as well. It's currently not a public core though. Yeah, it's only available to Patreon subscribers of Hotego. It's currently in beta. So another game was released as part of that call, which was Galaga 88. That was over the course of the weekend. So that was released. That's pretty cool, right? I've been told to check out more because apparently it's got boss fights and everything in there. I'm not generally a fan of those kind of static shmups. I kind of like where you're moving about, you know, the screen scrolling on there. But I might check out Galaga 88 a little bit more just to kind of see what the boss battles are like. It just does sound interesting having those. What's that pink stuff? Oh, wicked. Look at that. Look how crazy that power up is, man. You get all the cheerleaders coming down. That is absolutely wicked. Oh, let me use this special. Nice. Come on. Okay, let's pick another character now. I think this is like your main player one guy. Your average Joe. Look at that. I like how parts of the plane actually fall off it. That looks really good. Come on, die, man. I feel like it's taking forever. I like watching 1cc's of games. This game it'll be interesting to see like a 1cc of this, man. Very, very skilled when you see people do that. I think the only game I can 1cc is some of the Street Fighter titles, maybe. That's it. Oh, wicked. Let's eat, man. Yep, have some fries, a drink. Yes, definitely a bit of fruit. We'll go with a baseball bat. And oh yeah. Yeah, we had the Spectrum and the C64 while you know, the guys in Japan had the X68000, which is, it's just absolutely wicked, man. Emu deck and coin ops for Bato Serra, wicked. Yes, Emu deck's wicked, man. I've still got my micro SD card actually because my kid doesn't like any old games. He's got the 512 one and he's got new games on there. Oh, by the way, guys, Steam have done something really, really good with the Steam library, right? Let me okay, let's run another game on here. Let attract mode run a bit. So let's go Gunforce 2 because that does look really, really good as well. Yo, Mazamar's in the house, man. Watching paint dry again, Pixel. Can you finish this boss finally? I just about did it. Maz, what's going on, man? We need some updates from you guys as well, man. Absolutely, absolutely awesome. And Mazamar's entering the room has completely made me forget what I was talking about. Oh no, Steam. Right, so guys, so previously, right, so with my Steam account, I've added like one of my kids on the family option, right? But what would happen is, let's say for example now my kid is playing a game on my Steam account. For example, they're playing Spider-Man, right? As soon as I log into Steam, it will cut them or start playing a game on Steam. Let's say I start playing Monster Hunter. As soon as I start Monster Hunter, they'll get kicked out of Spider-Man because they can't use it. But what Steam are doing now is currently at the beta stage, is they're rolling this out, and I've signed up for the beta and it's working really, really well, right? Which is, I've given my kids access to my library. So if my kid is playing Spider-Man, and if I go onto Steam and let's say I'm playing Monster Hunter now, they can still play Spider-Man. They will only get kicked out if I play Spider-Man. You can have up to 5 members on there. So I've only added one of my kids now, the one with a Steam Deck. The other one only ever plays bloody Rocket League on his laptop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all of them. But what's interesting now is my Steam catalog is probably like 350, 400 games. Let's say one wants to play Spider-Man, another wants to play, I don't know, Call of Duty, someone else wants to play, I don't know, Tomb Raider, and I'm playing Monster Hunter. We can play all 4 of those games simultaneously as long as they're not playing, as long as not more than one person is playing the same game. So that just kind of works. So if you've got a Steam account and you've got family members, you know, sign up for that beta, it's just amazing, man. I can't really fault it. I mean, I was going to buy my kid Spider-Man for a Steam Deck, and I was going to go buy it when it was on sale for like £20, right? But now it's saved me that money because I'm not really playing it, and he smashes Spider-Man all the time. He loves it, and it's costing me nothing. He's just borrowing it from my library, but I can use Steam at the same time as well. It's actually fun. We've been playing Titanfall 2 together, and that's been going really, really well, man. Apart from I'm really rubbish at it, my kids go and kill absolutely everyone in the room. Wicked. Maz, if you're still around, wicked, my bro. I know you've been busy with stuff. I know you're intending on working on some of your cores, and I know we're all looking forward to it. But, you know, I understand work priorities and everything that you've got going on. But whenever it does come out, we are so looking forward to it, man. I haven't really touched the PC Engine CD core for a while now, but hopefully I do intend to kind of go back to it once you kind of get it to that next kind of stage, man. I do enjoy your Neo Geo Pocket, sorry, not Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo Core a lot. That's something that I do like playing on the Pocket quite a bit. But guys, this is Gunforce 2. I feel like we've seen enough of this with the attract mode, so that's good. Anyone else want to see anything, guys? Wicked. R-Type Leo, okay. Philip, we actually ran R-Type on there, you know, but what we can do is, I'll tell you what, because we've done R-Type Leo, if you want, you can pick a different R-Type. Do you want to pick R-Type 1 or R-Type 2 on M72, and we can run with those. It's just, I've run it again, and for the people that have been around for the majority of the stream, I don't want to run the same game and the same thing for them all over again. So just out of, you know, just being generally nice. So let me boot up the M72 core. Oh, what we got now? 2240. Right, clocks went forward. I really dislike daylight savings, man. It really doesn't make much sense to me. I don't really get it. Yeah. Do you know, we're really looking forward to it, man, and some of the other stuff, you know, that you're working on. It's awesome. Like really looking forward to it, and always appreciate when you drop by and, you know, give me heads up on certain things. Always appreciate it, dude. Gallop. Okay, let's run Gallop before we run. So Philip Nguyen, my bro, let me know what you want, yeah, whether it's R-Type 1 or R-Type 2, because we've done Leo. So just put it in chat, and after this game we'll run that. I really do like the look of this game though. I feel it looks really good. Armed police Gallop. Everything about this game is just style, man. It is just wicked, absolutely wicked. But guys, if any of you aren't aware, Mazamar's in here is the core developer that's brought us, who's ported over the Neo Geo core, ported over the PC Engine core, as well as the Amiga core. I think that's it for the Analogue Pocket, isn't it, for the moment? Wicked. R-Type 2, cool, no problem, we'll do that next, man. Not got any further with the Star Wars. Oh, and yeah, Star Wars is something that Maz is working on as well. So we're looking at, so the Star Wars is that kind of wireframe, that Vestrex kind of game. It's good, man. I used to play it on like the ST. Whoops, what have I done? I pressed the wrong button. Why would it let me go back? Games weren't that far advanced to let me go back. Right, let's put in, give me plenty of time though, so that's decent. Again, this game's wicked, man. Like, I just love how your ship looks and how big everything is, man. And you know, this is from that Iron era, that pre-SNK era, right? And I like your special on here, right? Look, your kind of laser goes down, but then it recharges, so that's good, right? Because you're not sacrificing your health for anything there, so it gives it a good element of strategy, right? So you've got this wall here. You want to use your laser here a bit. Wow, what a game. Okay, let's we're just one life on that. We're gonna go R-Type 2 for Philip because I don't want to forget. R-Type 2 is wicked. All right, let's go world. That's cool. Let's try and play this half season. Let me move a little bit further back from my TV screen because I do end up sitting quite close to the monitor that I'm using to actually play on. So let's do this. Again, love everything about this, man. Love the intro, just how good everything looks on this. Do you know what, Maz? I'm just looking at your comment now where it says we're watching paint dry again, right? So I've got this guy. So when I go to work, there's a shared computer that we use, right? So I tell one of the guys on there, I said, look, like, use learn to use incognito mode, right? Just close the window and you're logged out of everything. But the guy likes to not use incognito window. And what he often does is he leaves his Facebook logged in, he leaves his Netflix logged in, he leaves like his Google logged in. I can go onto my channel and buy super likes if I wanted, but I don't do that, right? Because that's not a nice thing to do. So, what I end up doing is when he leaves his YouTube, so I don't go on his Facebook stuff. I don't like messing around with people's Facebook because people have their family on there. So, you know, last thing I want to do is, by the way, I like doing this, or putting something rude on there and their family view it or their kids view it. But what I do is when he leaves his YouTube logged in, I sign him up to channels about watching paint dry, and I didn't even know they existed, but there's actually videos of people sitting down for like 8 hours watching paint dry. I have no idea why anyone would watch it, but I subscribe this guy to all weird ones. I also subscribe him to like African politics, like Nigerian politics and everything, completely different continent from where he's from. So, and then I just kind of leave it, and he hasn't sussed out to this day that I've been doing that, because after I do all of that I just kind of log him out. But all right, let's give this a little go. R-Type's just wicked. Love how it starts. Banging soundtrack, man. You just want that pod. That pod is like your safety, isn't it? Ah! Thought I was gonna get done there, man. Really like how those, I don't know, Mr. Heli type of things look, man. Really nice how they kind of just jump out of the water and what they look like. Absolutely wicked. Very, very good level design that R-Type games have, man. Very, very good level design. You know, part one, you had like that little, I was looking at a little pod thing down there thinking, yeah, you know what, I need to get that, man. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But I think you can only do that once, right near the beginning. Whoa! Oh, come on. I'm super sucking at this. Very, very sorry there, Mr. Nguyen. I have a few friends with Nguyen, right? Here's something like, so I know I've got a few friends that are from Vietnam, right? A few Vietnamese friends. Now, every single one of them, right, even though they're unrelated, right, have the last name Nguyen. I've only got one friend that's from Vietnam and doesn't have the last name Nguyen. It seems to be a very, very popular name in Vietnam, man. Like you know, a lot of people are called Nguyen. Like a lot. Like I meet a lot of people. Yeah, with that name. Like I said, I've only met one guy, and I can't even remember what that name is because all I can ever remember is Nguyen. Being, you know, a name that I always kind of what am I doing? A name that I relate to with Vietnam, wicked SNES. But yes, SNES version is very, very good of R-Type as well. SNES one is fantastic. You know what? Let's go continue. I was kind of hoping to get to the boss. Like, just so suck at games, man. I completely blame Mazamars, man. He's come into the room and he's made me worse at games. And that is honestly true. Like, I checked into it, I looked into the science of it, and I have to blame Mazamars, man. Of this, and it's not really Mazamars, this is Alter Ego, another guy who he kind of hangs out with called Ultra FP64. Okay, got a little bit of a power up, right? Let's try and make it a bit further than this lift here. Okay, nice. We're doing okay so far. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I just wanna see the first boss, because the first boss. Ah, come on, that was a rear attack, man. That was dirty. No, not from the beginning of the level, please. No. You know what? There's Robo Z's R-Type that is brought out for the Mega Drive. I like some of the stuff in there. It's got stuff like when you die, you respawn straight away, right? You don't start from the beginning of the level, man, which is definitely handy. Okay. Ah, man, you know what? I need to do something else. Pocket, Pac-Man, what's going on? Astro Wars. Okay, at least I didn't go to the beginning of the level. That's cool. Oh, nice. Okay, got myself some lasers, some missiles. Let's be powerful and let's not die. I don't want to beat the first boss. I just want to see the first boss. I missed the first boss. Am I here now? Am I here? Ah, look at this. Okay, guys. You know what's really awesome about this? This is the boss, the first level boss from the original R-Type, but he learned his lesson after he got defeated and he went and got himself some armor. Again, absolutely brilliant. Love how it killed me, but love how the boss from the first game's first level makes a return in the second game's first level. Absolutely fantastic. Let's run another game so we can have some eye candy while we do it, and I'll have a look at chat to see what other people have picked. But this is a good game, Legend of Hero Tomna. These games are tough. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, R-Type games, they are hard, but you know what? They're not impossible. You know, you can, if you sit down, focus, and do it, you can do it. Wicked. What else we got here? Yeah, arcade games are difficult, man, and this is what I was speaking to someone before, and why they liked console games a lot more. I liked arcade games because growing up, what we had at home was never as good as the arcade version, and when we got the home version, it wasn't as good as the arcade. When we're talking like a lot about a lot of the Capcom stuff that I had on the SNES, for example, like Magic Sword wasn't as good, Street Fighter 2 wasn't as good as the arcade version. Do you remember Street Fighter 2 in the arcade? When they walked backwards, they leant back and kind of were walking backwards. They didn't have that animation on the Super Nintendo, so the arcade was always superior. That's why I've got great love for arcade games, right? Something like the PC Engine, the ports on the PC Engine were very, very close to the arcade. You know, if you check them out now, you'll be very, very pleasantly surprised at exactly how good these the ports are on the PC Engine. But that's why I like them. But these games here are made to guzzle up your money, right? They're designed to try and get you out as quick as possible. Some of the games are really, really cheap. Like Toki got released for the Mister. I hope someone takes up the challenge and ports that over to the Analogue Pocket as well. But as much as I love Toki, and I played it in the arcade, that game is just full of cheap traps. You know, you kind of go to the bottom of the screen. As soon as you get to the bottom, something is out attacking you. So it's almost like you need to know that pattern, and you will learn it by only getting attacked and dying by it, and then remembering it the second time you kind of go around there. Mika, nice game of chess. Yeah, oh, no, man, I haven't played chess for ages. I kind of remember chess. I just can't remember. You know, I'm never really good at it. Maybe I should just stick to checkers or something, right? The little bit of an easier game. And guys, this is a game this is one of my favorite games on the system, man. Loved it on the arcade, loved it on the PC Engine. Just, I don't know. Do you know, like certain games in the arcade, right? You saw them and you're like, yeah, this is my game. I like this game. This was definitely one of them. I feel like I didn't play it enough in the arcade. So I don't know where I would have seen this in the arcade. Reminds me, this is tough as well. It becomes tough very, very quickly from what I remember. It's nice to have that like really, really high jump in this as well. Nice. That's a kind of good looking fire, isn't it? Zigzaggy. Ah, come on. I was kind of doing all right there. What a wicked game. Ah, I was reading chat there. Never mind. Maybe I should just play chess, right? What's the? How long have you got to do do your move in chess? I think it's something crazy, like an hour and a half, right? Full 90 minutes to do your move. Right. Okay. Let's. Guys, has anyone had anything? So, Chris, the M72 is nearly done, right? So that will be out before the M92 core. He did give me like a idea of the release order, and I don't remember any of the RM cores being like the first cores that were going to be out. I'll have a look at it later, and I'll let you know what order they're going to come out, and I'll drop you a DM or whatever on the Discord later. But yeah, the 72 will come out before the 92. You can see the 92's got that little line on the right hand side, so there's that issue with the graphics that needs to be resolved. So let's have a look on here. This game's good. This game's tough as well, man. I like it a lot. Very good on the PC Engine as well. Again, obviously, this port here is just, yeah, well, sorry, the original, I'm calling it a port. Very, very good, man. Yeah. Yeah, Mazamaz, no, man. I like Ultra FP64, man. He's a good guy, man. He's a very good guy. You know, I definitely like speaking to him over on Twitter, you know. Wicked game. Guys, I still remember first seeing this game, man, and just being like completely blown away at how good it looked. Again, wicked soundtrack. That little thing at the bottom, so annoying, man. So you can power up each weapon, right? I used to like using like the grappling hook. Come on, give me an option. Yeah, baby. Da, 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 da. Seriously, what a great soundtrack. Guys, even the Game Boy, I always mention it whenever I play this game. The Game Boy version of this game is just wicked. Wicked. It's like exactly this game, but with the Game Boy's limitations. It just works, man. A lot of enemies, a lot of fire on the screen, but the good thing is you can negate the fire with your sword, right? And that's really good. So I've got my stars powered up. So that's the bombs as well. And that's the grappling hook. The grappling hook's a lot of fun. But let's go ninja stars for now. Maybe back to sword after. Strongly recommend this game, 21, and try the PC Engine version as well. The PC Engine version has got a slightly easier mode in there as well. It's got PC Engine mode from what I remember, which lets you so rather than being one hit, I think you're either like 2 or 3 hits on there, and that really does help on this game. It's like the Shinobi game that I always mention on the Switch. You know, you get the white costume on that and it gives you an extra hit. Ah! Guys, I felt that blade, man. That blade just got me. And look, here you go. Nice, okay. At least I got a good power up straight away. I wonder if I can do those ninjas with the sword. The sword can obviously deflect their projectiles, but how good will it be with yeah, with actually attacking them and keeping them at bay as well? Let's see if can I just stand here and do this? I wonder if that'll work. Okay, I need to attack them as well, so get all of these ones on this side. Shame. I kind of want a powered up weapon here, but never mind. Let's go with bombs. Again, seeing this boss as a kid and how big it was and everything was just wicked. Okay, not bad. Let's go back to sword for now. Highly recommend this game. Apart from like one bit, I think it's on level 4 where you have to dive down. You've got these ninjas holding swords. It makes it really, really difficult. Yo, Daniel, greetings from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Wicked, man. Absolutely love it, man. We have an international community of fellow nerds there. Hope you're having a good Easter break out there in Brazil there, bud. I'm actually having a brilliant break. I'm off for like another 27 days, so I cannot complain. I'm babysitting, but honestly, my daughter's 15 who I'm babysitting. She really doesn't need much babysitting, man. She's absolutely cool. She's hoping that my stream goes out for longer, so she can stay downstairs playing Tomb Raider on her laptop. Courtesy of Epic Games, right? Epic Games give away so many free games. Right now, they're giving away a Metroidvania, which is kind of okay. It's not a bad Metroidvania. It's called like Islets or something. Islets or Islets. So if you're into Metroidvanias, go on Epic Store and grab that now, man. It's actually quite different. Yes, Spitfire, man. I miss arcades so much. I've got one near me, but it's not the same, right? You pay £15 and it gives you admission for the day, right? Which, yeah, okay, cool. It's cool. I got done. It's very, very cool, right? Yo, Matt H, greetings from Norway as well. Absolutely awesome, guys. The international community is here. You know, I miss the arcades where you go in, you put your money, you know, you do it. I've got a bowling alley kind of 3 miles down the road from me. I go there sometimes with like my kids, right? But it's not the same. They got Super Street Fighter 2 that's emulated on an LCD, and the colors are really, really watered down. There's a bit of input delay, so £1 of credit. I usually go in there, put 1 credit in while my kids are playing like air hockey or some other games, hoping that someone will come and challenge me like the old days, but no one comes and challenges me. But man, it'll be interesting. Even as terrible, I'd like to play it. Oh yeah, green. Green is not a creative color. Yeah, go on Epic now, man. I just redeemed it earlier. Islets. Honestly, it's not a bad game. It is not a bad game by absolutely any means, and most importantly, it's free. Like my daughter's got all 3 of the Tomb Raider games, and she got them free from Epic. So that worked really, really well, man. That was fantastic. So guys, this one here is Mr. Heli. The Western name is Battle Chopper. This is something that I never played this in the arcade. I never saw it in the arcade. It wasn't anywhere in London where I was anyway, or any seaside town that I end up going to. But it is out for the PC Engine, and that's where I had it, and I knew it was Mr. Heli on the PC Engine. Yeah, do you know what? Mika? I never really got into pinball. Like, I never got into it. I saw the machines there. I saw people playing it. You know, with the funds that I had, there was a choice. The choice was, do I want to play video games? Or do I want to spend that money on like pinball and other stuff, for like bowling, for example? And I wanted to play video games, so I kind of went and always played the video games. Now I do like pinball. I think it's decent. I see some skillful players doing really, really well in it. But is there not a way where when the ball comes down the middle, you just can't hit it? But I imagine there's a strategy to make sure the ball doesn't come straight down the middle. You know, I am not that guy that's good at it and knows how that works. I never have been, probably never will be. But I do like the pinball games like Alien Crush on a PC Engine. Never really played them much, but I played it on like a stream over here. I think Devil Crush I played, and I was like, okay, I can see why people really, really like it on a PC Engine stream. It is really that good, man. It is really that good. So this one here, Mr. Heli Battle Chopper, wicked. So you got two buttons, your fire, and you've got like your missile that goes up. But you can walk along the floor, and then your missile turns into a bomb. Most interesting thing about this is all these blocks up here, you want to attack them and they give you money. It'll fall down, make sure you get that. And then as you attack other blocks around, you'll end up getting currency. See, look, that's the shop over there, right? So if I get 400, I can buy those that bomb upgrade. So let's go here. And these games are manic, man. There's always a lot of stuff just blowing up all over the place, right? So have I got enough? No, I've got 340, right? So let's get this one up here. That'll give me enough for that. And as soon as I get it, I bloody died. Looking for a game suggestion for Analogue Pocket. Matt H, to be honest, that's a very, very difficult question to answer, right? Now with openFPGA and the fact that you can have full ROM sets on there, I mean, what do you want to play? Do you want to play like a Zelda type of game, a Link to the Past? The Minish Cap is something I recommend a lot. I think that's a very, very good Zelda game, right? Made by Capcom. It's not too much on the puzzle adventure side. There is puzzles, but it's not crazy difficult puzzles, right? It's very, very mellow and nice. You know, if you want an action game, there's stuff like Gunstar Superheroes on the Game Boy Advance. There's a whole bunch of arcade cores. I mean, you know, even if you're not publicly available, you've got CPS1 and CPS2, so that's good. What else have you got? You've got the Neo Geo core by Mazamars, who's in the stream as well. You've also got the Amiga core that Mazamars has done, which I absolutely love, especially with the fact that Amiga Vision guys have put together that package, that beautiful front end that just lets you gives you all the lists and everything, so you're kind of spoiled for choices. I mean, if you go on my channel and look at my most popular videos, one of them will be like an Analogue Pocket guide, and that will kind of talk you through everything you can do. Once you get everything there, you can see all the games out there, right? There's a lot on there. What else is there? What else? There's yeah, like Philae says, OG Tetris, man, you can never go wrong with it. And if you go to a retro patcher, we can convert games over to .pocket files, which isn't really that required now that we've got all that stuff over on openFPGA. But I remember on there it gave you an option to patch it to a ROM hack, Rosalie's Retro Remix or something. I thought that was really, really good. Rosaline's Retro Remix. It's like classic Tetris, right? But it just brings in a whole bunch of quality of life changes, which I think add a lot to the game. So let's go down here and bomb all of this. Oh, my fingers are proper hurting from smashing that button, you know. Okay, I got 300, so let's get that power up, whatever that is. Oh, nice. Okay, look at that. I've got 3 missiles that fire up now. There's a constant race for currency here. I wish if more games just had native auto fire, man. Oh, man, I remember playing this. I never used any auto fire or anything, man. I was just... I swear, now my wrist is getting tired from just spamming 2 buttons, man. But that's what you want. You want the money, man. Look how big that is, right? Oh, so I got a little bit of health there. Oh, guys, you know what? Oof, I'm going to have to... Wow. I'm gonna have to run something else, man. I might have to end this. Wow, my hand is actually hurting from smashing that button. Let's go for something a little bit easier. You know, let's go back out. Let's go M92 because there's a couple of decent brawlers on there, man. Let's go. Undercover Cops looks really, really good. Rondo of Blood. Rondo of Blood is wicked, man. Yeah, PC Engine CD, Rondo of Blood is wicked. But guys, I'll tell you what, that game is tough. It is unforgivingly tough, man. It's a great game, but it is so tough. Now, in the current state the core is in now, Mazamar's PC Engine CD core, right? There's a way, so you have to have bin Q files. It works on exFAT and not as good on FAT32, and you can only have a certain number of bin files. I can't remember if it was 6 or something or 7. As long as they're within that limit, they will work okay. But if you download a game and it's got like 20 bin files and you compress that down to 1, you'll start getting sound desync issues. So this is obviously something that Maz will work on in the future when time opens up. Rondo of Blood, though, I can confirm there's a version out there, and it's like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 bin files and the Q file. It works really, really well on that, man. Rondo of Blood works really, really well. Someone's actually bringing Rondo of Blood over to the Mega Drive, so that's kind of interesting. Right, okay, so let's go female. Let's give the females a little bit of representation, right? Because I always end up picking the middle guy, but we'll go female. This game's a little bit of a cheat as well, but the art direction for this game is fantastic. You've got crows eating corpses, man. It just looks good. You know, I'm gonna have to do one thing quickly. Oh, okay, I can't change controls for this. All right. The buttons for me are the wrong way around, which I'm not always. I don't like the default. It's like punch and jump are kind of the wrong way around to how I usually like them. Again, looks very, very stylish, right? Girl does a wicked headbutt. Look at that, just all the meat off that body, man, and the skeleton went into the sand. And look at that, guys, a little bit of trivia there. Look at that, you've got a little TV down there, a little PVM, it looks like, with R-Type. I just picked it up there, but that was R-Type 1 in the first boss, which looks wicked. Does she butt slam him? Yeah, look at that, she butts him. My foot won't do you damage, my arms won't, my elbow won't, but a butt to the face will destroy you. I guess at least they'll die with a smile. But yo, look at that! Oh, come on, pick it up. Put your back into it, love. Okay. Okay, she does it. Okay, so the guys, they have an easier job picking it up. Wow! But once she's picked it up, she can sure swing that thing, right? Fantastic. Here you go. What, they're like zombie macho men Randy Savages? Gonna have to butt you. Okay. Oh, wow, she got whacked there, man. Oh, okay, I thought the fish was going to give me a bit of power, man, a bit of raw fish. You know, I'll go, give you the fish, okay. Nice cup of tea. I got an R-Type TV there again, but I grabbed it. Oh, a nice bit of bread and tea. So we're not getting street meat in this. We're getting a nice hot cup of tea. What's that, a piece of a girder? Here you go, eat that. That's a cool boss, right? So is everyone off work tomorrow? Is everyone chilling tomorrow? Is anyone at the grind tomorrow? Wicked. Yeah. Yeah, she's got some good cheeks for that move, man. And the bad guys, they're all game for it. They're like, yeah, you know what, we'll you can hit us with that. Let's do a bit of Blade Master as well. This is quite an interesting game. Okay, Matt, hey, does the USB dock work, or do you need a pocket dock to play on a monitor? Okay, so yeah, you need the official dock for it to work. So yeah, it's not random, it's proprietary, so you need the Analogue official dock in order to output via HDMI. However, there is something that I've got videos about it, or a dedicated video on the channel about it. It's called the Analogizer. I love saying it like the Analogizer, but it's called the Analogizer. Let me say it sensibly. And that gives you analog output, so you can output your Analogue Pocket to a CRT without the requirement of a dock. However, you haven't got access to Bluetooth, because Bluetooth is via the dock, right? So you have to use snack controllers with it. So if that's something that interests you, then maybe, you know what, that's something that you can get. If not, like, I think the dock's really good. Because I ordered my Mister, and I ordered the Analogue Pocket after, I didn't see any value in getting the dock, right? Because I was like, the Analogue Pocket's going to be my handheld FPGA device. But obviously, for capturing stuff on the channel, the dock is it's an absolute must. Like, I had to get it. And I had a friend that actually kind of hooked me up with the dock, man. So, you know, big thank you to them, because I didn't initially order it. If you've got a Mister and you've got an Analogue Pocket, I feel like the dock's not really essential. The Mister has pretty much everything the Analogue Pocket has, and a little bit more. I think the only thing the Analogue Pocket has at this moment in time is the Neo Geo Pocket Color that the Mister doesn't have. So hopefully, with Hotego releasing an update for his Neo Geo Pocket core, we'll get color support soon as well. But if you don't have the Mister, a dock is a must, an absolute must. Like, it really is that good, especially with all the cores we're getting for it now. We're getting consoles, we're getting computers. I mean, like, when I got my Analogue Pocket, I didn't think it was going to be this good. At one point, right, when I ordered the Analogue Pocket, I almost refunded it because, well, I wasn't seeing any openFPGA stuff coming out for it. As far as Game Boys go, I've got a whole bunch of modded Game Boys. I don't really use them now. I should do, because the D-pad on those is better, but I don't really use them. And then when we weren't getting custom cores for the Analogue Pocket, I was thinking, why am I going to have this device just to play Game Boys? I'm really glad I didn't actually cancel it. And as soon as Analogue pre-orders kind of open up again, or they're back in stock, I'm going to pick up just another white unit. I mean, I'd like to get a limited edition color, but they're limited edition. It's unlikely they're going to come back. But if they do come back, I would like to pick another one. Yo, Zero the Prototype, how you doing, man? Therapy tomorrow, yeah, wicked. What kind of therapy you going for, man? Maybe a bit of psychotherapy. What's that Ramones song? Psychotherapy. I'm not a fan of Ramones, but I like that song. But I only like that song because one of my favorite bands, Skid Row, covered it when they did an album called Beside Ourselves, where each five members picked one song each. So it was a 5-song EP, I think it was called. Yo, Dimitri in the house. And I'm going to say it again. Dimitri is the guy that's responsible for the Pixel Cherry Ninja logo. So thank you, Dimitri. And thank you for stopping by. Right, let's give this a quick whirl, shall we? Oh, okay. So I always pick Roy. Let's go Arnold this time, right? So, guys, I did a stream yesterday, right? And that stream was quite a lot of fun, right? It was only looking at 2D games on the Nintendo Switch. So I've since gone and added some more 2D games onto my Switch, and I'm likely going to do another one. Wicked, Lumines Remastered. Yeah, that's a puzzle game with all the music stuff in there. I remember that. I've got it for the Vita, in fact. Or I might have given it away. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good game. It just wasn't my exact cup of tea. I think I gave it to my cousin that does all my mods. He really liked the game, and I was like, look, take it. I can't see myself playing it again. But I think I'll do another Switch stream at some point where we just look at 2D games. There wasn't as many people watching it, but I kind of enjoyed going through some of the Switch stuff on there, right? Because some of the games that that the 2D games that we've got on there aren't available for like the Analogue Pocket on a Mister yet. So it's nice to kind of look at games that potentially might be coming out in the future. It's also nice, like I really enjoyed playing like Prinny on there again that I haven't played since like the PSP days. I also enjoyed playing like the Wonder Boy remake, which I thought was really good, really good in fact, and I think a lot of the Sega remakes, right, have been bang on. You know, okay, Alex Kidd in Miracle World, I feel like when you go to new graphics, the hitboxes are a bit weird. They kind of work better in the older game. They just feel, I don't know, it just feels a little bit out of place when you get hit by something. But that's something I noticed anyway. That might just be a me issue. Wonder Boy 3 is just wicked when you go between the new graphics and the old graphics. So that's like a good game on there as well. So it was nice looking at the 2D games on the Switch. As far as the Switch goes, guys, like, you know what? For me, the Switch it's a 2D thing, man. I like some of the 3D games on there. I mean, I've completed Breath of the Wild on there. I'm yet to complete Tears of the Kingdom, right? But you know what? Yeah, 2D stuff on the Switch, it plays it well. Plays it a nice 60 FPS. The games generally play well, with a few exceptions. Like the new bloody Contra runs at 30 FPS, and I think at certain parts it's difficult to maintain 30 FPS on that game. But a lot of like the Arcade Archive stuff on there is good. The Castlevania games on there are good. The Advanced Collection is particularly good. I actually ended up buying that on Steam as well. I should play it, even though I've completed Harmony and Dissonance and Area of Sorrow a number of times. Circle of the Moon I haven't completed, man. That gets very difficult at the end. I kind of do need to do that. That's one of the ones. Maybe if I get my second Analogue Pocket, I'll play it on that. There's a couple of decent hacks out of Circle of the Moon as well. There's one that lets you play as Kid Dracula. That's really good. A little bit of Castlevania trivia here. You'll find a lot of ROM hacks for Harmony and Dissonance and Area of Sorrow on the Game Boy Advance, but not on Circle of the Moon. That's because there's a bit of software called DSvania Editor, and Harmony of Dissonance and Area of Sorrow can be hacked with that, whereas Circle of the Moon, the engine or whatever it is slightly different. So in order to hack that, it's a whole different, more difficult process. That's why you don't get as many hacks for Circle of the Moon than you do for the latter two. There's some really good hacks for Area of Sorrow and Harmony of Dissonance though. Guys, this game feels a little, I don't know, it feels a little bland. It's not bad. I like I like the enemy design in here. Some of the enemies look kind of cool, very kind of He-Man kind of enemies, right? But yeah, not impressed with massively with the design or anything. Or sorry, the enemy design, yes. The actual gameplay, it just feels a little boring. Mind you, that punch there at the end was good. Let's pick up the crown. All right, let's go something else. Wicked. Anyone else wanted anything? Yeah, wicked. I always like when you drop by to say hello, Dimitri. What's the time we got? Oh, okay, it's been nearly 2 hours. Let's do one more game, guys. I'll pick one game. If anyone does have a request, then yeah, man, just mention it down there and we'll do it. Mystic Riders is good. This is a good shmup. Good kind of shmup mechanics on here. Let me take a last sip of my tamarind drink, which is making me even more thirsty. All right, I'm sure Mystic Riders loaded. Let's give it a bit of time. Yeah, it's loading. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, Mario Kart's very good on the Switch, man. I've actually got 4 physical copies of it. I refuse to buy digital ones on that, so I bought one for me and one for each one of the kids, and we only ever linked up and played it a few times. We should really play it more. It's really good. In fact, I've been playing Double Dash a little bit on the Rogue Ally. I wanted to try emulation on this. It's actually very good for emulation. Now, I like software emulation. For older systems like what we're seeing now, I prefer playing them on FPGA, right? On like the Mister, the Analogue Pocket. But when it comes to like GameCube emulation, man, like GameCube and Wii emulation it's really good. It's really good on Dolphin. Dolphin's just, wow, stand out good. Now, the only thing I will feel dodginess on is fighting games, but really, the GameCube and Wii didn't really have any good fighting games. I mean, yes, Soul Calibur 2 was decent, as well as that Tatsunoko versus Capcom was good, but it's not something that I played a lot. Now, on the Dreamcast emulation for 3D stuff, yeah, I don't mind it. Redream's really good. One of the other emulators is decent as well. But when I try and play like a fighter on there, like Capcom versus SNK 2, guys, it's just so laggy. There's so much input. There's so much input lag in that game. It makes me not want to play it. I do play it once in a while because that's the only way I can play it. So I've got one of my friends. He lived around the area when I had my game shop, and he really likes CVS2. So whenever we get together, we play Capcom versus SNK2, and unfortunately I have to play it on a Dreamcast emulator. Now that's why with something like the Replay 2, which is a powerful FPGA, man. It's you know what Mars have shown. If Mars actually do release their FPGA console, Replay 2 is just going to blow it out of the water, man. It's a leap ahead of Mars, or a couple of leaps ahead of Mars. Now, if they do something like Dreamcast, I'll be really, really interested. And it's not necessarily because I want to play something like Dirt Devils or any of the 3D games, but I just want it mainly for Capcom versus SNK 2 to have that, and then have more like powerful arcade games. Just have the opportunity for having that stuff out. Now, I can't wait to get my hands on Replay. Hopefully I'll be able to get like the board a little bit earlier than the retail version, so I can show cores running on it first. I'll definitely be trying that. I've got a good relationship with the team, so it's likely I'll be getting something early. I mean, don't quote me on that. It's something I'll try, and if possible I can get something. I really hope to get the Replay 2 early, and if they've got stuff running on that, even if it's Mr. cores running on that, and really we want to see new cores on there, and if there's a new core or two on there and that's running on there, I'm really, really excited about it, man. And the team are really, really good. And if anyone wants to join their Discord, ask me for an invite, and I'll give you like an individual invite for the Replay 2 Discord. Because one thing that you do on Discords, and I've had this on my Discord, and a big shout out to Chris from Chris's Retro Gaming, aka Terminator 2K2, also Big Al as well. Whenever I've had spammers in there, they've got rid of them quickly. So really do appreciate all your help there, all of the admin and the mod team over on my Discord. But yeah, you get some bad actors in there. So what happened with my Discord, I've got it where in order to join it you need to have your phone number verified. Now I don't usually like to have that level of control, but unfortunately if I remove that and people only have to verify via email, next thing I've got people just spamming porn links on there, and then I've got to remove them. The good thing with Discord is once you ban someone, you can delete all their messages that they've posted for the past 7 days, so it does make stuff easier, man. Wicked. Yeah, I'm good with software emulation for those ones, even like PS2. It's only really like I feel lag on 2D games. That's where I feel it. That's what got me into all this stuff, FPGA gaming. It's because I could just feel stuff was off. It was off, and it was laggy, man. I mean, I went around my cousin's house the other day. Wow, he's got like 2 arcades linked up on Raspberry Pis. Man, he goes, yeah, let's play Street Fighter. I went to play Street Fighter with him, man, and it was so laggy, right? Okay, so if anyone that plays Street Fighter out there, one of the basic things you're going to be using out there, right, is you're going to be doing a jump in, right? And when you do your jump in, you're going to be doing the jump in late. You're going to press like your hard punch or your hard kick very, very late, right? So you can then attach whatever you want. I don't know, a crouching medium kick, a standing hard punch, whatever move you want to combo with it, you need to do that late. Well, I was trying to do it late, right? But because of Raspberry Pi, those, I don't know how people play those. Every time I've tried one, they've been so laggy, even with run ahead on. Like, not just, don't get me wrong, like I use RetroArch on the PC and I'm all right with it, man. A lot of the stuff is absolutely fine on there, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good with it. But like on the Raspberry Pis, guys, wow, like it is so laggy. I was playing it with my cousin and I was like, dude, this is like unbearably laggy. Like, it's so laggy. I couldn't believe it. And the poor guy's got these 2 arcade cabinets. In fact, what's really good is done a mod now where you can attach anything via HDMI to the cabinet. So what I'm going to try and do is put an Analogue Pocket in his little cabinet via the dock, and to see how that runs. And obviously I'll likely make a video out of it, but I'll wait a little while, you know, until I can pop around to my cousin's, because he works from home, so he can probably take like a sneaky hour or two off and kind of like do the video with me. So that'll be quite interesting. But guys, like I know people like speak very highly of like Pies and Piecade. When I play it, like correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but is there a way to eliminate the lag? Because on RetroArch on my PC, like I'm alright with it. I'll play Shadow Dancer on that and I'm alright. I know it'll be better once we get like a Sega System 18 core, right? But for now, it kind of feels alright. Like I'm like, okay, you know what? I can enjoy a certain number of games via emulation on my PC, right? I find Android like RetroArch and 2D emulation laggy. PC generally I find it to be okay, but wow, like those Pies up, wow, they're super laggy. Unless guys, if you've got a Pi out there and you've eliminated the lag, then definitely let me know how you've done it, because I'll tell my cousin, man, because when I played Street Fighter on there, I mean, maybe I won't notice it as much on different games, but on Street Fighter, man, it was bad. That's how bad it was. It was terrible bad. Ah, man, I get myself into some funny situations. Right, anyone got a game, guys? Any final games you guys want to see? Where? Really reminds me of Cotton a lot, this game. How many hits is this darn boss, man? Okay, cool. We done him. Wicked. All right, you know what, guys? We've been going for 2 hours now, so you know what? I'm gonna right. Actually, you know what? Let's just run something so it's running, right? Let's just go Gun Force 1, because I do like the Gun Force games. And once this runs and a kind of demo kicks in, I'll kind of do the outro. But you know, guys, it's absolutely awesome. Absolutely love doing these streams. I actually enjoy doing streams more than I enjoy doing videos, just because it feels like I'm socializing, you know, and we're socializing. My mind has gone blank. Green, you know what? My mind, I think I was born with a blank mind, man. I just go a little bit, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit tired now, whatever. But you know what, guys? Absolutely awesome. Thank you very much for tuning in. In regard to everything that you saw today, this is all work in progress stuff. So if there's anything that looks a little bit off, like that little bar you're seeing on the right hand side of the screen, all this stuff will get resolved before Marcus Jordon, aka Boogermann, releases these cores. I've put Marcus Jordon's Twitter handle in the description of the video. Do check that out if you want to follow him over on there. Meantime, I'll keep you posted with calls. There should be some calls out within the next couple of weeks. Can't say that as gospel, because unforeseen circumstances can and do arise, but once they start rolling out, guys, they will start rolling out. And I will say, without giving away too much, Boogermann's even working on more stuff. These 5 calls are the calls that I got, but there is more stuff out there, and when the time comes, hopefully I'll get early, you know, work in progresses from Boogermann. We've got a good working relationship, and I'll show them on the channel. If not, whenever Boogermann releases them, whatever he decides to do with them, they're his work, and he's free to do what he does with them. I'm just super appreciative that I get this stuff early. A big shout out to Mazamars as well for dropping by. Buddy, if you're still in chat, when you do work on something, remember your buddy Pixel Cherry Ninja, so I can show it off on the channel before it's released, because I really do enjoy getting those early releases, or even if not early releases, as soon as it's released, I do like doing those videos, because it's exciting, right? I even get excited about games I don't like. I mean, this is not a game I played in the arcade, but man, it's got a darn flamethrower in there, right? And who doesn't like a game with a flamethrower? But guys, you know what? I'm going to end it here. Big thank you to everyone that tuned in. Green is not a creative color. Spitfire RAF 100. Philae, Demetria Plays. Big Al, Zero the Prototype. Matt H. Raymond. Sorry guys, I'm just flicking through the chat here. Daniel, Mazamars 312, Chris's Retro Gaming. Guys, Chris's Retro Gaming's got a channel as well, so's Philae. Do check those out. Mika, big shout out to you as well. Philip Nguyen, sorry you missed R-Type Leo, it is in the replay. If you go back a bit, you will see it, but we did try R-Type 2, so not all was lost. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Honestly, I've had a great Sunday night chill out, but I felt like I've
spoken so much, I need to just go down and lie down on my bed and have a little bit of quiet time. But be awesome to one another, guys. This is